themselves after qualifying for the finals of this competition. Now managed by former Sunderland and Rangers boss Dick Advocate. Despite a 4-1 defeat to Scotland in one of their recent friendlies prior to this tournament, they do enter this game off the back of a 4-0 friendly success over Aruba. And so we go on to team news then, and we start with Germany, and in goal is Neuer, who's 40 years of age now, of course, Manuel Neuer, and it's the 5th time he has graced this tournament. The back four made up of Kimmich, Tah, Schlotterbeck and Braun. Midfield two of Pavlovic and Mecha, with Zane on the right, Wirtz on the left, and Musiala plays just behind Kai Havertz, who leads the line. On the bench for Germany this afternoon is Amiri, Anton, Baumann, Bayer, Goretzka, Gross, Leveling, Nubel, Odwalgo, Rome, Rudiger, Stiller, Chow, Undav and Voltemada. As for Curacao, it looks like they will line up in a 4-2-3-1 system from what we can see. In goal is Room, the back four of Florinus, Bazua, who's normally a defensive midfielder but he's playing at the back this afternoon, Obispo and Fonville. Midfield two of Bacuna and Comencia, and then on the three in front, Juninho, Bacuna, of course the Bacuna brothers, let's not forget, Leandro and Juninho. Juninho on the left, Chong in the middle and Hansen on the right. And then up front is Jurgen Lacadia, the 32-year-old Miami striker. On the bench for Curacao this afternoon, it's Antonissi, Bodak, Brené, Dunbush, Falida, Gare, Gore, Castania, Kuvas, Margothia, Martha, Noslin, Rumato, Sambo and Van Hema. Well, as for the officials, the referee will be Yalo Yived, and he'll be assisted by Zakaria Brinsi and Mustafa Akared, a Moroccan descent. Fourth official, though, will be South Africa, and it's Mbongo Tom who will be on fourth official duty. Well, Curacao are the smallest nation by both population and area to secure a place in this year's final. Less than 160,000 people. And so what a wonderful moment it will be for them to, of course, make sure that they play in this tournament for the first time. And it's 72 places that separate these two nations. Germany in 10th, Curacao in 82nd. But of course, as mentioned, it's going to be a wonderful, huge moment for Curacao. And well, for Germany, of course, 4-time winners of this tournament. They enter this competition as well on a formidable 9-match winning streak, which is across all competitions. And so it's going to be, you would think, a foregone conclusion, wouldn't you, in terms of the odds, especially with Germany. But Curacao, I'm sure, will not want to make up the numbers. They will want to come and put in a shift and give Germany some problems, of course. And they have shown what they can do, and you have to give them credit. They qualified. They've done exactly what Germany did. And meeting for the first ever time in this competition will be a huge, huge, I'm sure. And Germany's last knockout match in this competition was the 2014 final, would you believe? So it's a 12-year drought when you look at it like that. And they were limited at the group stage in both 2018 and 2022. The only such exits to that before was 1950. They are a team, aren't they, that normally go on and do the business when it comes to the major tournaments. But recent history, as I say, certainly tells you that's been a bit of a pickle for Germany. So they will hope to put that pickle behind them and Well, the Curacao head coach, becomes the oldest coach in this competition at 79 years of age. What must be going through his mind? This is Curacao team currently line up and get ready. And there he is, taking his seat. Looks awfully tanned as well, does the Dutchman. As for Germany, well, they will want to just keep on rolling, won't they? 9 victories in this, in all competitions. 9 consecutive victories. As Joshua Kimmich, the German captain, just shakes hands with the Curacao captain, Leandro Bacuna, and we are almost ready to get you underway. Curacao will be in blue shirts, yellow socks and blue socks. Germany in white shirts, black shorts and white socks. And it's Curacao that get us underway then in this one. And straight away the ball will go back to the goalkeeper in the shape of Room. And he'll get ready to blast that clear. Eloy Room was once asked for his shirt by the great Lionel Messi after scoring a hat-trick against him. Messi, that is, of course. And, I think it was down to the 100 goals he actually scored. Made his 100th goal for Argentina. So not pleasant for Eloy Room, but all the same, being asked for your shirt, that's not a bad way to go out of the game like that, is it? As Curacao will come forward and they'll get a free kick here early on inside their own half. They are kicking towards the left hand side of the goal as we look Germany towards the right hand side. The ball is back in the shape of Bazua. Has it just on the edge of his own area. Plays it back to Room though. Room takes a touch with his right foot, gets ready to clear this forward, but plays it short out to this right hand side on this far side for Curacao. Ball is hit forward down the over the halfway line, down the right hand channel, flick back. Chong tries to pick it up in the middle of the park, but goes down. No foul, says the referee. Germany can move forward. They try and move quick. Penetration. In the end, the ball is conceded away, but Germany have the ball. And it's Schlotterbeck. And he'll go all the way back to Neuer, who plays it back to Schlotterbeck. Germany swift the ball out to this right hand side. Here is Joshua Kimmich now, the German captain, trying to move the ball into the middle of the field. Still Germany have it. Schlotterbeck out to the left hand side. Lovely flick here. Jaffa Musiala is into the penalty area. Jumps in for Germany, gets the ball into the box, and Curacao do well and clear it away. Could be an opportunity there early for Germany. Great run down the left hand side. Musiala getting on the end of it, getting into the box, but his pullback could not be diverted home. And in the end, defended well by Curacao there. They got it clear, and just in the midst of that, there is a foul as Fonville just goes down under the challenge. Devaran Fonville was taken down by the German man, so will be a free kick. He was actually still playing amateur football in the 24-25 season, Devaran Fonville. And here come Curacao on a rare attack down the right hand side. Here is Bacuna. Leandro Bacuna trying to get it on the edge of the area there. Germany do well though and pick them off. Schlotterbeck then clears it off the Curacao midfielder and out for a goal kick. Good pressing by Comencia there though. Just trying to press high. Germany eventually get the goal kick. Here is Joshua Kimmich once again on this right hand side. Played over 100 Germany appearances. The 31-year-old now. That was back in June 2025 when he hit the 100 milestone. He's well over that now. We'll look at the 200 next, won't he? Joshua Kimmich. That's Germany trying to keep possession in the middle of the park, which they do. Here is Schlotterbeck. Plays the ball short out to that far left-hand side, trying to spin on the ball. Is Florian Wirtz, the first touch of the ball for him, the Liverpool man, trying to play 1-2. Not been a brilliant season for the man, of course, in his first season. It was a slow start, wasn't it, for Florian Wirtz? Did score in the 4-0 friendly win over Finland, though. 5 goals and 5 assists in the end for Liverpool in the Premier League, as Curacao will try and break down the lines. Here is the other Bacuna, Juninho Bacuna, and he's won his side a throw in there. And it will be a throw to Curacao. Well, Juninho Bacuna did score in that 4-0 win over Aruba. Now they would love him to repeat the feat this afternoon in this Group E fixture. So we played 4.5 minutes. You're listening, of course, to us here, as it is Germany 0, Curacao 0. And Germany trying to find a way through there, but cut out well. You are listening to independent studio based off Tube commentary of this fixture. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster, as Germany will come forward. There's a chance here. Oh, what a block that is. Brilliant block in the end, where it was a lovely run from Musiala down the left-hand side into the penalty area. Tried to strike the ball right-footed towards that far corner, but a wonderful block. There's a chance here, and Germany have scored! As lightning and as quick as that! And it's a perler from Mecha! Right-footed into the far right corner. And Germany have brushed those little nerves maybe away and lead by a goal to 0. Well, they almost took the lead just a few moments ago. A lovely run down the left-hand side from Musiala. He struck the ball towards the far corner. It was blocked tremendously. Curacao did well to recycle the ball out, but then Germany got it back. And then the ball comes out to Mecha on the left-hand side of the Curacao penalty area, and he curls it beautifully, right-footed into the far right corner. Played a lovely 1-2 with Florian Wirtz. Wirtz returned it back to him, and that is a perler from Mecha. And Germany take the lead here. Wonderful strike. Just seen it again. And I think the Germany head coach enjoyed that. Jumping for joy there, as will Mecha. And Germany leading by a goal to 0 here. Felix Mecha, the Dortmund midfielder, only got 2 goals for his club actually in the league campaign last season. But here comes Germany again, looking for a second one. Musiala, the shot is blocked away. Still Germany have it on the edge of the area, looking for goal number 2 straight away. And that will be a corner in the end. Or, no, it's a goal kick. I think even Musiala was shocked at that as he tried to get the ball back into the box. But it will be a goal kick to Curacao, and it'll give Dick Advocate just a little bit of time to maybe speak to the players as quick as he can. He's got his fingers in his mouth, whistling. So I can only imagine it's a bit of calmness being said there, because Germany have started like a steam train. And I'm sure Curacao would have wanted to go through as long as they could without conceding a goal, but now they find themselves behind already. But they've got an early break here. There's the ball through. Almost found Lacadia there. Made a great run through the German back line, but in the end Chong couldn't quite release him, and Germany have possession. Here is Jonathan Tah. Towards the halfway line he goes. Plays the ball into Schlotterbeck. 2 German centre-halves combining, as they do neatly. Out to the left-hand side. There's Florian Wirtz looking to flick the ball in. Germany have it with Mecha again. He's going to let fly again. Oh, and he did! And it's just wide of that far left-hand post. What a strike from Mecha there. Picked it up on the right-hand side, hit it right-footed, and the ball cuts inches away from that far left-hand post. Well, he's in the mood today, let me tell you. He's the German midfielder, and he certainly showed what he could do once again. As I say, not a man that really is glutted for goals, but he's already got one, and he could well have got another one there. Good Felix Mecha. In the meantime, Germany then trying to pick up possession in the middle of the park. Here is Jonathan Tah. Just to play the ball. Looked like a foul there. on Havertz, but nothing doing. Curacao will try and ramp through with Chong. He's trying to get the ball there, but then Hansen trying to put some pressure on the German back line, but nothing doing. Joshua Kimmich will come away with the ball. If you have just tuned in, then a very good afternoon, good evening, good morning to you wherever you're listening to us. It's a pleasure to have you on board. It's Germany 1, Curacao 0 in this Group E fixture. Here is Florian Wirtz now, trying to play the ball inside again. It's cut out, but here is Wirtz again on the left-hand side, trying to juggle with the ball. You know he can do, certainly in a German shirt. Hasn't showed what he can do in Liverpool, but he might have a chance here. Still juggling through. Great little run on the edge of the D. His shot is blocked though. And eventually those blue shirts clear it away. But here come Germany again. Like real menacing. And that's what they're trying to do here. As Curacao were looking for a free kick there, as they tried to get the ball clear, but nothing doing. It's one-way traffic at the moment, as you would expect, as the Germans come again. Here on the edge of the lovely ball, a chance here, cuts inside the left-footed shot, oh, and it's just wide from Leroy Sané. Well, beautiful skill there by Sané. Of course, 30 years of age now, Leroy Sané. Plays his football for Turkey's Galatasaray these days. 7 league goals he got last season. Loves that left foot, doesn't he? And that's what he was doing. Right side of the penalty area, got it onto his left foot, but could only fire a shot wide of that far left-hand post. Not sure if it thought for a moment it took a deflection, but it didn't. And behind for a goal kick it goes. And so chance for room to clear the ball forward. The Curacao goalkeeper, which he does, over the halfway line it goes. Header forward. Germany, once again those white shirts have it. Here is Schlotterbeck, plays it into the middle of the field. Now Sané, now Mecha. Pavlovic wants to get onto it, but they're going to leave it out to the left-hand side. Here comes Germany coming forward with Brown. Brown tries to play the 1-2 there, Nathaniel Brown. Didn't quite get it, he'll get it back here though, will the Frankfurt man. Back to Schlotterbeck, Germany have it, deep inside the Curacao penalty here. There's the ball into the box, a chance here, and he tried to poke the ball towards goal. Again it was Mecha who got free there in the 6-yard area, but he couldn't quite poke the ball towards the corners and instead poked it straight into Room's gloves. But what a chance there, lovely spin and turn as he evaded the challenge of Fonville. He poked towards goal. It was a very comfortable save in the end for Room. In the Curacao goal, who you do feel is going to be a very, very busy man tonight. He's already had one go past him. I've just seen it again, it was a lovely finish by Mecha. Just the way he executed it with his right foot. Give credit to Wirtz though, he laid it off with a one-pass setup. That is the goal that separates the two sides in this Group E fixture here. Germany 1, Curacao 0. Here is Jonathan Tah. Schlotterbeck out to that far left-hand side. Germany just really teasing Curacao at the minute. They just cannot get out. Knocking the ball around so crisply, so comfortably. You feel like it's only a matter of time before Germany get another goal at the moment. Here is Jonathan Tah again. They're like lost little puppies at the moment, Curacao. Just cannot seem to get any challenge or anywhere near the ball. They're dropping deep, of course, as you would expect them to do. Every time Germany get the ball on the halfway line, the two centre-backs have got it. They just drop into that position. A very deep one at the moment. Here is Joshua Kimmich now on the right-hand side. Tries to come forward with the ball, but decides against it. Passes it across to Schlotterbeck. Germany have got every single player. They're about 30-40 yards outside the Curacao penalty area. That's how attacking they are. Here is Wirtz, right for his shot. Oh, just wide. Florian Wirtz. Bit of room, he saw what he could do on the left-hand side, he cut in and fired a right-footed shot which arrows inches wide of that far right-hand post. He's just outside the 18-yard box when he does that. Beautiful swerve on the ball, but it doesn't swerve enough, thankfully, for the Curacao goalkeeper as he dives to his left and ball goes past him and wide. In the meantime, here come Curacao. Here is Leandro Bacuna on the left-hand side, trying to attack. Looks more like that. We did think it was a 4-2-3-1, but it looks more like a 4-3-1-2 that Curacao are lining up at the moment. The two Bacuna brothers are dropping ever so deep, and rightly so, really. Of course, Juninho Bacuna likes to operate, doesn't he, on the flank when he can, and he's just in a deeper midfield position, and they've left Chong as a number 10 really behind Lacadia and Hansen. That's how it seems anyway. Of course, it could all change, couldn't it, in a matter of moments, but at the moment that's how it seems to be. Here is Joshua Kimmich for Germany. Down the right hand side, Sané now looking to take on his man. Oh, lovely ball through. Germany got chance for Mecha, pulls the ball back. He was looking for the return pass to Sané, but in the end Curacao do well. Here is Bacuna. They're going to have to get rid of the ball on the edge of their own area. Leandro Bacuna sweeps the ball out to the left hand side, but Schlotterbeck gets there ahead of Lacadia. Does really well, does the German centre-back. He's in his 4th season now with Borussia Dortmund. Nicolas Schlotterbeck. Jonathan Tah again playing the ball, and Jonathan Tah gets it all wrong there. Plays it out for a throw-in on this near side to Curacao. Not quite sure what he was trying to do there, Jonathan Tah. Got it all wrong, but Curacao have possession at least to try and throw the ball forward and keep it there if they can. Lacadia was trying to hold on to the ball, but he couldn't do so. And in the end, Germany will come away with the ball once again. Here is Schlotterbeck inside the centre circle, walking pace for the German centre half, rolls it into the feet of Jonathan Tah. Here is Joshua Kimmich, 16.5 minutes gone. Germany 1, Curacao 0. That's Germany trying to sweep their way forward. You're listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this Group E fixture. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster, or you can follow the match on your local regional national TV broadcaster. As ball goes out for a throw-in here on this near side. Chance for Curacao to have a bit of respite, I think it's fair to say, which they haven't really had in this game. Fonville will look to throw it forward. And, in the end, ball goes back out for a throw, so Curacao got a throw on this near side. Ball goes back to Bazua. To the right hand side. Here is Chong, who's dropped really deep inside the centre circle. Plays it back to Comencia. Comencia now. Bazua playing the ball across at the moment. Go all the way back to Room. Good pressure there from Germany, but Curacao get it back to the goalkeeper. Here is Room. Out to the left hand side. Curacao have possession on this near side. Little run from Fonville. Plays it in short ball to Leandro Bacuna. Tries to find his brother, but Germany do well. And in fact, Chong picked up the loose ball there, and he's gone down. So that will be a free kick to Curacao. Of course, Tahith Chong, former Manchester United man. He actually scored Curacao's only goal in the friendly 4-1 loss to Scotland recently. Now playing his football with Sheffield United in the Championship. Here is Juninho Bacuna. Spreads the ball over to the centre half position, Bazua. And then in the end the ball goes out for a throw-in. Well, Curacao were just trying to knock the ball around, keep a little bit of possession, which they do like to do. Dick Advocate's teams like to play on the front foot, so it's a little bit, of course, different to what they're used to. They are trying to get the ball on the front foot, and they have got it as well. And here's Leandro Bacuna, plays it out to the right-hand side. Could be a chance here, Curacao. Germany are backing off here. Here's the ball into the box. Chong tries to flick it on. Comes out to Lacadia. Tees up Leandro Bacuna, and in the end it's a tackle just up. And then the shot comes in, and it's over the bar. In the end, by the Leandro Bacuna. And it just came out to him, and he thought, why not? Why not have a strike with that left foot? Former Cardiff and Aston Villa man, of course, Leandro Bacuna. Saw his lights up there, 25 yards out from goal, hit it left-footed. The ball arrowed well over the crossbar. Just 3 goals for his club so far this season for Ikdir. He plays his football in Turkey these days, Leandro Bacuna. Here comes Germany now, back on the attack once more. Musiala. He's got Brown to the left of him. Now Wiertz, right-footed cross into the area. Misses the chasing Kai Havertz, who was just trying to get on the end of it with his right boot there. And the Arsenal man is certainly in fine form at the moment. He only figured 12 times for Arsenal in the Premier League last season, which is quite incredible when you think of that, don't you? But he's Germany's man of the moment at the moment. 3 goals in his last 4 in terms of club and country. So red hot form at the moment. That's the Germany striker. So Curacao will have possession as the ball swept over to that far right hand side. Be a run here for Comencia, slips it through, a chance here, Slotterbeck has missed it, here's Lacania, can he get his shot away? No, shot goes in and they've scored! Would you believe it? Curacao have equalised! What a moment for them! Their first ever goal in this tournament! And it's Comencia who's got it! Oh, the scenes of joy! Incredible! Absolutely incredible! Livano Comencia, you will not forget this moment. The ball comes out to him on the edge of the D, right hand side, and he just hits it left footed. The ball might have taken a deflection on the way through and wrong footed Neuer. It doesn't matter. Curacao won't care about that. They're back on level terms. Incredible. Well, it all started with Comencia. He started the move initially, played the ball down the right-hand channel into the German penalty area, and then eventually the ball ran loose on the edge of the D, right-hand side, and what a strike that is. Beautiful from Comencia. He just hits it with his left foot, and the ball arrows into that far left-hand corner. Oh, what a moment for the Curacao midfielder. He actually scored one of the most crucial goals in Curacao's qualification in a 2-0 win over Jamaica, and scored against Aruba last time out in that friendly. Well, he's only gone and done it again today. Well, incredible. Absolutely incredible. And the Curacao supporters cannot believe it. As Lacadia has just been shoved down there inside the box. Well, there was a half appeal for a penalty to Curacao there, but I think it was more of strength being out-muscled in the time of that. But, well, incredible stuff here. Germany have certainly had the possession. And we're going to our first hydration break of the half. Well, what a moment for Curacao. And the thing is, it was an absolute wonder strike from Comencia. Just seen it again, they're showing it on the monitors, and well, he will play that back to his grandkids all day, won't he? Ivano Comencia, remember the name in Curacao. What a moment for, and the left-footed strike gives Neuer no chance whatsoever. And it is 1-1 here in this Group E fixture. If you have just tuned in, they are very good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are listening to this. You would have just heard one of the most surprising, one of the most iconic possibly moments in this tournament that's ever happened possibly. A team that has never ever played in this tournament previously have scored their first ever goal in their first game. Incredible. But for Germany, well, they were the team bossing the possession, that's for sure, but they got to make it count. And although they've had a couple of chances since the goal from Mecha, including himself, could have had a hat-trick to be fair, it is Curacao that have levelled terms here. And Dick Advocate, what a big smile he has on his face, the Curacao head coach. As the hydration break comes to an end, and Manuel Neuer, he looks extremely disappointed. But it all came as well when Lacadia was just trying to strike the ball on the right side. Slotterbeck thought he'd done enough, he blocked the effort, but he hadn't, because as the ball ran loose, Comencia thrashed it home. And well, we've played 25 minutes here. You are listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this Group E fixture, where it is Germany 1, Curacao 1. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster, or you can follow the match, of course, on your local, regional, national TV broadcaster as well. So, well, it will be a goal kick then to Germany. And, well, what a shock it is for Germany and their head coach, Julian Nagelsmann. He certainly looked a little off colour in that hydration break. Germany, of course, have still got plenty of time, haven't they, to get that lead back. That will give Curacao amounts of confidence, you would feel. Here is Sané for Germany as we're back in play once more. Tar rolls it into the feet of Sané, who's midway point of the Curacao half. Central position. Musiala drives through one challenge and through another. Plays it to the right hand side. Kimmich now releases the ball. Musiala, can he keep the ball from going out for a goal kick? He does really well, but that's really good defending by Curacao. They're trying to stick to him, and in the end, they've given a free kick away there. And, well, it was Leandro Bacuna who put his foot through Musiala. Well, he couldn't quite stop the German man from going anywhere. It was once of Birmingham City, Juninho Bacuna. And it is a free kick to Germany. And it's about 8 yards outside the Curacao penalty area. It's 2 yards from the byline. So Joshua Kimmich to take the free kick for Germany. Can they bounce back and get straight back in front here? Right-footed curler. Was the back post. Header comes in. Oh, tipped over the bar. I think it was Slotterbeck coming in at the back post. Well, he rose above the defence, planted his header towards goal, and that's a fine save by Room to tip the ball over the bar. It was Slotterbeck indeed, and the ball is going in, you know, it's just going to drop in to the roof of the net, but that's a fine save by Room to tip the ball over the bar. But Germany will have a corner. The danger isn't gone yet for Curacao. A real opportunity here to get the ball into the box. What can they make of this? It's going to be a left footer, I think. An in-swinging delivery, which it is, towards the back post, punched away by Room. It was right underneath the Curacao goalkeeper. He did really well. Leroy Sané's corner, but then he plays it in side into the midfield. Curacao trying to get rid of the ball. They're struggling at the moment. Bacuna's battling away. Musiala gets to the byline. Wonderful last-ditch challenge there, and they celebrate like it's a goal. What a sliding tackle that was from Obispo. Great defending, Armando Obispo, the Curacao centre half. Well, he got it right there, that's for sure. He's actually played together with Cody Gakpo at PSV in his younger days. Obispo. Here comes Slotterbeck at the far post, heading it across the face of the goal, but the ball is cleared away once again. And I'm not sure if it's gone out for a throw-in on that right by the corner flag. It has, so Germany take it quickly. Into the feet of Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich rolls it into Tar. Germany have possession, 20 yards outside the Curacao penalty area. Those blue shirts are pinned back as much as they can. They want to stop the German attack if they can. Musiala plays it into Kimmich. Back to Musiala again. Germany's trying to thread the ball through, but unable to do so. But here is Florian Wirtz, who's on the right-hand side this time. Beats one man, gets to the byline, decides to go back. Here is Sané on his left foot, on the edge of the area. Tees up for Joshua Kimmich with a shot. Takes a deflection by Comencia, would you believe? And goes behind for a corner. Well, he's really in the thick of it at the moment, isn't he, Comencia? Superb block there. And the ball goes out for a corner to Germany. So a chance here from the left-hand side. It's going to be Kimmich to take it with the right foot. We've hit the half-hour mark here. Germany 1, Curacao 1 in this Group E fixture. What can Germany do from this? From the left-hand side. Maybe a swirling delivery, you would think, with the right foot. Plenty of players in there. Schlotterbeck's waiting at the back post. So is Jonathan Tah. Right footed. In it goes. Looking for Schlotterbeck. Good header up in the air there. Great defending again. It was by Obispo. And then launched clear down the left-hand channel by Fonville. And what a ball that is. It finds Chong, who tries to thread the ball through there. And Curacao almost on the attack there. But they're in trouble. They've given the ball away, Germany. And here's Chong trying to get on the end of it again. But they just get away with it again. Well, real squandering of possession there by Germany twice in a matter of seconds there. But Curacao couldn't make the most of it on that occasion. Here is Wirtz. Plays it into Sané, who's driving forward. Great interception there by once again that man. Here he is, Comencia, trying to get away from the ball, but Kimmich picks it up for Germany. Rolls it into Musiala. Now Mecha. Here come Germany again. Mecha, of course, the scorer of the German goal. Out to Kimmich. Feels like a long time ago, doesn't it, since Mecha scored that goal in the 5th minute before the equaliser. Leaves it at 1-1. But here come Germany. The ball threaded through, and Mecha meant another brilliant run there through. They're certainly seeing a weakness there. Oh, Germany in the Curacao back line. Mecha getting in those forward positions. Oh, that's a great ball and a chance here. Oh, shot blocked by, and Sané it was, that ran through the middle of the Curacao back line. Got on the end of it with his left foot, but he couldn't get the strike where he wanted it. And what a terrific block that was by the Curacao number 24, Fonville. Blocked it tremendously with his right foot as Sané looked to smash it into the far right corner. Well, it was a great block, has to be said. Man who plays his football for Nijmegen in Holland did tremendously well to block that shot. As Curacao will have the ball now on this left-hand channel, but Germany see to it very comfortably. Here is Jonathan Tah. Well, as you would expect, Germany have absolutely bossed possession. 72% to Curaçao's 28, but means nothing, does it, if you don't make the most of it. 11 shots to Curaçao's 2. You've got to put the ball in the back of the net, but they might look to do it here. Here is Sané on the right-hand side of the Curacao penalty area. Kimmich puts the ball into the box, but no German player gambled there. It was a lovely dink from Kimmich with his left foot, but nobody took the advantage. Kai Havertz, over his head it went, and eventually wide of that left-hand post, but certainly could have been a half a chance there for Germany. And so it will be a goal kick to Curacao. Room will look to launch forward. This, German head coach Julian Nagelsmann is on his feet at the moment, shouting a few instructions. Wonder what he has made of Germany's chance squandering opportunities. But give credit to Curacao. They've certainly come here, got the goal, and tried to do what they can when they do get possession. It's very rare they do, but made the most of it so far, haven't they, with that goal? And they're walking pace football at the moment. They're not rushing things like Curacao. They have it inside their own half, deep inside their own half. Kai Havertz is being made to press the two centre-halves at the moment. Ball is out to the near side, into the feet of Lacadia. Rolls it back to Chong, who is probably playing a lot deeper than he likes, but there's the ball over the top of the German defence, and there's a bit of space if he can keep this in on this left-hand side, which he does indeed. Here is Hansen. Hansen rolls it back to Leandro Bacuna, trying to get a shot away, right-footed over the bar in the end. Well, worth an opportunity there. Actually left it for his brother Juninho Bacuna to strike with his right foot, but it was high and handsome. He got 3 goals in the qualifying stages, Juninho Bacuna. Fired his shot well over the bar there, though. As, Germany will have possession now inside the centre circle. Here is Jonathan Tah. Now Kimmich, foot on the ball, rolls it back to Jonathan Tah again. Inside the centre circle. Plays the ball short into the feet of Wirtz. Germany knocking the ball around, trying to find some kind of way through at the moment. Unable to do so, though. Curacao standing firm, as you would expect. As Tah back to Kimmich again. They're pressing really well. Oh, Curacao at the moment, they actually conceded 9 goals against Australia and Scotland in recent warm-up matches. Only the one today so far, though. Here is Kimmich, plays the ball in, could be a chance here for Germany. It's a great challenge off, but now here is Wirtz, gets the ball on the right-hand side, gets the cross in. That will be a corner to Germany. Feeding their way through with cautiousness now, and then all of a sudden they up the ante. And Florian Wirtz it was, had it on the right-hand side. And they've got a corner here, Germany now. And a chance to get the ball into the box once more. Leroy Sané will be the man to flick the ball in with that left boot, I'm sure. Or will it be Brown? No, he's going to leave it for Brown, actually. So Nathaniel Brown is going to get ready to punt this in. The Frankfurt fullback, 4 goals and 4 assists in the league for his club last season. Now Germany would love him to add another one to the collection now. With this left foot, it will be. 37 minutes gone of this Group E fixture. Germany 1, Curacao 1. You're just tuning in. Real opportunity here. What can they do here? Brown is being told to wait at the moment. There's a bit of a skirmish going on, but now he's got his right arm up. Flicks it in left-footed. Wasn't he? And it comes in there, and Germany have got their lead back. And it's Schlotterbeck who gets on the end of it. Heads the ball. It's a free header for the German centre-half. Made a brilliant run into the 6-yard box and heads the ball into the far left-hand corner. And you can see the Curacao defenders and goalkeepers, they're all having a little bit of words with one another. Eloy Room certainly saying his piece to his defenders. Bit of frustration on their part. But there was Nico Schlotterbeck, who had a header tipped over the bar not so long ago. He's made the most of this one now. Coming in at the near post to head the ball into the far left-hand corner. Just such a glance, just a glancing header it was from the Zani corner from the right-hand side. Flicked it in with his left foot, and Schlotterbeck getting in and heading the ball into the far left corner. He actually scored for Dortmund in the 3-2 win over Frankfurt back on the 8th of May. Nico Schlotterbeck, that was his 5th goal, which would you believe is the most he's ever scored in a league campaign in his career. Now he's got one on the international stage to go with it as well. So Germany lead by 2-1. And I'm sure it's the perfect tonic for Nagelsmann's men to go in at the break. We've only got 6 minutes remaining now until half-time. And Germany lead by 2-1. You're listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this Group E fixture. Of course, make sure you are watching the game through your local broadcaster, or you can follow the match on your local, regional or national TV broadcaster. Ball is with the German defender. Here is Jonathan Dahr inside the centre circle. Back to the goal scorer, Schlotterbeck, who has it. Plays the ball over to a diagonal. Musiala tries to keep it on that touchline. He does well. It's a foul there. Bakuna has committed the free kick, so it will be a free kick to Germany. And a chance for them to move through the lines again, which I'm sure they will look to do. Schlotterbeck leaves it, and he punts the ball out to that left-hand side. Here is Wirtz. Lovely 1-2 here, Florian Wirtz. Back into Mecha. Still foot on the ball for Mecha. Middle of the park here. Lovely 1-2. Great football by Germany. They almost found their way through the whole of the Curacao defence there. But in the end, Bakuna looked like he was fouled, but referee says no. Here is Wirtz. Tries to flick the ball over the back of the Curacao defence there. And in the end, that's real good shielding to take it out for a goal kick there by Fonville. As Leroy Sané was trying to put him under pressure there. It wasn't to be. Just seen that lovely flick header from Schlotterbeck into the far left-hand corner at the near post. Yeah, German centre half. And that is the goal that separates the two sides here in Texas. There's Jonathan Dahr for Germany. Moves it infield. Trying to move forward again. They have it in the middle of the park. Curacao trying to get everybody back once again. As Germany look to pin them back. Here is Brown on the left-hand side. Leaves it for Wirtz. Wirtz into Musiala. Musiala juggles his way through. A chance here for Germany. Musiala. Well, was in two minds there. Wasn't sure whether to shoot or pass. In the end, he did neither. The ball came off his laces and rolled into the grateful grasp of the Curacao goalkeeper room, who bombs it out straight away. And here comes Fonville on a galloping run down the left-hand side, but Kimmich does well and gets it back to his goalkeeper. It's lashed forward by Neuer. Over the halfway line it goes. And now Germany are trying to pick up the pieces, but Bakuna has picked it up there. Leandro it is on the halfway line, trying to play it through. And able to do so in the end. Leandro Bakuna, who actually liked, both he and his brother liked the number 7 shirt when they were growing up, until Leandro opted for number 10, and Juninho went for number 7. And those are the numbers they're wearing, of course, today as well. As Germany now will come attacking on the left-hand side. He's Brown. He's galloping forward now down the left-hand side, trying to put him under pressure. It's the Curacao midfielder, Comencia, but he's unable to do so. Now Florian Wirtz now on this left-hand side. Plays it back. Schlotterbeck, 1-2. Still Germany have it. Schlotterbeck having a nosebleed on the edge of the D here for Germany. In the end, it comes back to him again. Rolls it out to the left-hand side. Still Germany with Wirtz now. Takes on 1, takes on 2, flicks it off the tackle of Bazua, and it will be a corner. Or was it Florenus? No, I think it was Florenus who actually deflected it behind the Curacao right back. He represented several Dutch youth national teams in his younger days, did Cheryl Florenus. Switched his allegiances to Curacao in 2023. Doing his defending there, but Germany do have a corner from this left-hand side. So an opportunity here to cause further damage. Curacao will just want the break to come now, won't they? and going at 2-1. Corner from Kimmich, right footed, high towards the back post. Slotterbeck's up there again. He heads it across. He's such a danger. Nico Slotterbeck in the air. You float the ball to him, and because of his height, he can certainly climb. And there he was again at the far post this time, heading the ball across. It was actually the position where he scored the goal as well. But he has earned his side a corner. So Germany will have an opportunity once again. Leroy Sané will look to take it with the left foot from this right-hand side. What kind of corner can he deliver? In it goes, punched away by Room as it went underneath him, then flicked high and away by Obispo. Only as far as Kimmich, who takes the ball down beautifully. Threads it out to Musiala. 1v1 against Florenus now. Is he going to go past him? Yes, he does, into the area. Chance for Germany. Pulls the ball back. Great defending again by Curacao. But only as far as Sané. Sets the ball in. Mecha. Oh, the shot's off the line by Juninho Bacuna. He's in the right place there to clear it away. Otherwise, Mecha's shot would have been nestling into the back of the net. And Germany would have found a 3-1 advantage, where once again Curacao, they were doing everything they could to clear the ball. And then the ball came back out to Sané. He set it up, central position, 18 yards out, smashed with his right foot from Mecha, but Bacuna gets in the way. Juninho Bacuna, and clears the ball before it could reach the goal line. He'd have beaten the goalkeeper. I'll give credit there, a wonderful clearance to deny Germany a third goal. Here is Leroy Sané on the right hand side now. Plays it short, back into Kimmich. Kimmich flicks the ball over, he's looking for Wirtz there. In the end, Curacao get the ball clear. And still coming forward the Germans in numbers here, but in the end Curacao do well. And here's Juninho Bacuna, flicks the ball forward, looking for Tong to try and keep it in. Can he? Chong, no. Oh, he does, he keeps it in brilliantly. And he's got it here, rolls the ball into the centre circle, and Curacao got a break on here. Here is Kamencia, still got it now. Great run here with his left foot, pokes it out to Chong. Chong now onto his right foot, curls it in. It's a low effort, takes a deflection, and it's straight into the hands of Manuel Neuer. But certainly good attacking play by Curacao, and you have to say, even though they don't have too much possession of the ball, when they do get it, they really do make things happen, as they did there. And that was out of nothing, because the ball looked to be out on this near touchline, but Tahith Chong kept it in, run a good 30 yards, and then poked the ball out to the right hand side. And all of a sudden Germany were flat footed there. Curacao could have had a chance to shoot on goal, but as it was, they got back in numbers and got it clear. Here is Florian Wirtz for Germany now into the penalty area. Lays the ball back. Mecha skips over one. Oh, he's gone down. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. It's a penalty for Germany. Well, of course, it will go to VAR. But it looks to me like this will be a penalty, and it's Bazua, the man who has committed 19 fouls in his first 10 league games for his club. He's normally a defensive midfielder, he's Bazua, but he's playing at the back to cover, and he got it all wrong there. Sliding tackle on Mecha, poor challenge. Mecha skips past him, he's taken his ankle, and that will be a definite penalty to Germany, no doubt about it. VAR are still looking at it just to make sure that the trailing leg was enough to take him down, but I don't think it will be. Ricaldi Bazua pleads his innocence, but that won't be happening. In fact, Bazua, actually one day in 2012, he was training at the Manchester City training ground, where he met Patrick Vieira for a ground tour. Says that's one of the most lovely moments in terms of footballing so far. But Germany have the penalty, and it's all going to be down to Florian Wirtz. a chance here. The man who scored in the 4-0 friendly win over Finland recently. His last goal before that came in the 3-1 win for Liverpool over Crystal Palace. He's got the chance from the spot here with the left foot. What can he do? Florian Wirtz here against Room to make it 3-1 to Germany. Ring to stoppage time in the first half. Left foot in, and he puts it into the bottom left-hand corner. Cool as you like from Florian Wirtz. Just rolls it sumptuously into the far left corner. And Germany lead by 3-1. And yeah, great finish there. It was Kai Havertz who took the penalty in the end. But what a fine penalty it was. Left foot, he just sent the keeper the wrong way. The Curacao keeper, Room, dived to his left, and Havertz put it into the far left corner. Rolled it sumptuously. And it's right in the bottom left-hand corner. And, well, the Arsenal man, who has been on fine form for his country in terms of goals, adds another one to the collection from the spot. And Germany lead by 3-1 now here. And the hands of Mecha tells you everything you need to know. And we have got 5 minutes of stoppage time, and in fact that's it. Well, what a way to end a relief, it has to be said, for Germany. They started off superbly when Mecha put them in front inside the first 5 minutes or so, but a real scare as Curacao equalised when Kamenencia fired a left-footed shot into the far left-hand corner. Schlotterbeck put Germany in front, and Havertz from the spot makes it 3-1 at half-time. Half-time score then, Germany 3, Curacao 1. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Make sure you come and check us then.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Welcome back to the second half of this Group E fixture, where it is Germany 3, Curacao 1. Kai Havertz put the dampeners on it a little bit, didn't he, with the third goal in terms of Curacao. With that goal from the spot just before half-time. He'd actually netted the opening goal in 4 of his last 5 international appearances, Kai Havertz. Not one today, but sure he'll be pleased nevertheless with the conversion from the penalty spot. As for the other goals, of course, Schlotterbeck's header and Mecher's right-footed perler has given Germany a comfortable setting now. You would have to say probably the goal of the game goes to Curaçao's Comenencia, where he fired a shot with his left foot into the far corner. But what has been said at half-time, well, these two managers will have to wait and see. Second half is about to get underway. It will be Germany who get us underway here. Kicking towards the left-hand side of the goal. White shirts, black shorts, white socks. Curacao in the blue shirts, yellow shorts and blue socks. And it looks like Curacao are making a change as well at half-time. It's going to be Antonisi that comes on. We're just seeing confirmation of who is going off. I think it's Hansen. So Hansen is off and Antonisi is on. Well, he actually thought he had given away a penalty in the goalless draw with Jamaica, which ultimately sealed their way through. Curacao through the qualifying, but it was chalked off, or to his relief, of VAR. So as he comes on the field, Jeremy Antonisi. So Germany then get us ready to go, and off we go. There doesn't appear as though there are any other changes, but of course we will keep you up to date with what happens in terms of those changes. So very good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. You're listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this Group E fixture, which is Germany 3, Curacao 1. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster, or of course you can follow the match on your local, regional, national TV broadcaster. As Germany have the ball then, exactly where they just had it when they kicked off, inside the centre circle. Jonathan Tah couldn't be any closer towards where it is, but here he goes, rolls over the halfway line then, plays it short in field, looked to foul there, and there is. Germany got a free kick there, as Florian Wirtz like to try to turn away from the Curacao defence, goes down, and that will be a free kick. So Germany look to take it quickly, which they do. Here is Kimmich, tries to roll the ball, just for Musiala. Oh, it's 4! It's 4 for Germany! And you have to say they're well and truly out of it now, Curacao. Just when they had a glimmer of hope after that equaliser, it has now been completely wiped away. But what a fine finish from Musiala. The ball was put low to the Bayern winger. He's inside the area, down the right-hand side, and it's a lovely finish with his right foot into the far left-hand corner. Well, Germany kept it patient. Joshua Kimmich. It was a lovely side roll pass, and it's a first-time effort from Musiala. He's just outside the edge of the 6-yard area on the right-hand side, and it's a beautiful first-time right-foot strike into the far left-hand corner, and it's Germany 4-1 to the good now. And Jamal Musiala, who scored in the 4-0 friendly win over Finland. It was actually his first goal since April, was that one. Is now on the score sheet once more. And it's Germany 4, Curacao 1, as Curacao will come forward now over the halfway line on the left-hand side. Back in the shape of Leandro Bacuna, who sweeps the ball over to Bazua on the halfway line. The man who, of course, gave away the penalty, which Kai Havertz converted from, as Germany trying to clear it away. In the end they get a bit of luck there, get a throwing on this near left-hand side. Germany kicking towards the left-hand side of this goal, as we look in the second half. Curacao towards the right hand side. Here is Schlotterbeck, one of the goal scorers, of course. To that left hand side, Weerts, who tried to spin off the challenge there of Curacao, but in the end the ball is back in the defensive part of Bazua. But I think the ball might have gone out actually, so referee has called it back, so Germany will have possession. Here is Jonathan Tah. You have to say it could be a long second half now, couldn't it, for Curacao, as here come Germany again. They are starting to convert those chances now. They weren't doing that in the opening 30 minutes of the first half, just the one to show for. They've got 4 now, and they could be on for another one here. And Musiala's shot is blocked brilliantly by Juninho Bacuna. But here is Kimmich. He's had a really good game for Curacao, Juninho Bacuna. He's put a superb block to clear one off the line that looked like it was going in. A few really tasty challenges. He's also been on the attack as well, trying to get his team going. So they can certainly look to him as a shining light this afternoon, Juninho Bacuna. And of course that's what you do, isn't it? You look at the positives. Talking of positive, Germany have got a free kick here right by the corner flag on that far right hand side, just 5 yards away, a couple of yards from that far touchline. Taken quickly, here is Mecha, first time effort. Oh, it's wide. Well, there was an angle on it. Felix Mecha, as it came to him first time, he let the ball drift in front of him, struck it right footed, and I'm not sure if the keeper got a touch to it. I think he did, you know, room, but it's a corner to Germany, which they take quickly. Here is Schlotterbeck, out to the left hand side to Weerts now. Weerts pokes the ball down the line. Brown does well, gets inside the area. Eventually it's cleared away. Now Germany will come forward again with Jonathan Tah, keeping possession very sharply and intensively. It's a real intensity field now, which we didn't see in the first half. As Schlotterbeck goes down, and that will be a free kick to Germany. And they take it quickly. And here is Mecha, rolls it in. Germany are on the attack again now, towards the penalty area. Ball is into Musiala, tries to flick the ball back heel, and in the end Zani can't keep it in, and can only fumble the ball out with his feet and out for a goal kick. But once again it was a real quick piece of play from Germany. Musiala just trying to flick the ball back with his heel there, and it wasn't to be. 57 kilometres an hour that ball was travelling from Yamal Musiala as he smashed that right foot shot to the far left hand corner. Curacao, well, Dick Advocate's team talk of staying in the game at 3-1 has gone out the window, hasn't it, for the moment. But here is Lacadia, plays the ball back there to Fonville. Obispo gives the ball away. Germany again almost capitalising on a mistake, but Curacao do well. They get the ball out to the right hand side. Here is Florenus back into the feet of Chong, and he's gone down, and that'll be a free kick there. A little raffle from Brown, pull of the shirt, so it will be a free kick to Curacao, which they take pretty quickly. It ends up at the back with Obispo. Here is Obispo now. To Bazua. Bazua back to Obispo. Obispo now inside the centre circle. Comes forward. Short into Chong. Now it's Germany's turn to just play a little bit deep, but they win the ball back very well there. Florian Weerts back to Schlotterbeck, who clears it long over that left hand channel, and in fact the referee has spotted a free kick somewhere, pointing instructions out. Is the Moroccan official, Yalao Yved. Curacao now again having to go all the way back as they're being put under pressure by Kai Havertz. Gets it back to the goalkeeper. Here is Room, plays it into the Curacao goal scorer Comenencia, and in the end the ball goes out for a throw. So Germany will have a throw now on this far right hand side, which they take quickly. Level with the Curacao penalty here. Clipped in by Kimmich. A chance here. Great turn. Oh, the shot's deflected up in the air. Weerts thought he saw the light to have an effort there, and he did get the effort in as he spun on the ball, but give credit to Bazua, who blocked the shot, and it's gone for a corner to Germany, which they take quickly. Here is Leroy Sané. No respite from Germany. They want to keep things going. They want to get as many goals as they can, of course. Could mean everything, couldn't it, in terms of the group stage in this competition. Of course, the other teams in the group, Ecuador and Ivory Coast, still to face. As here come Germany now on the edge of the area. There's a chance here, and it's curled right-footed over the bar in the end. Well, he's rarely been able to get a touch as Pavlovic there, but he got the touch there. Defensive midfielder, 22 years of age, of course, Bayern man. Played more games in the league in his career than he has done since he broke through the Bayern Academy. 24 league appearances. He was actually not included in the friendlies for the tournaments, but he's here and in the squad and in the starting lineup and doing a decent job in the middle alongside Mecha. Although Mecha's playing as a striker at times, it has to be said. In the meantime, here come Curacao. Chong now plays it, and there's a little run forward now by Obispo. He's done well there, but in the end it's good ground up by Florian Weerts to win it back. Musiala tries to play the ball through the two centre halves of Curacao, but easy pickings for Obispo. We'll roll it out there. They'll keep possession of the ball, will Curacao, very neatly on this near side. Got to be careful though, because Germany are hunting in numbers. Ball goes all the way back to Room in the Curacao goal. Clears it right footed towards the halfway line. Headed forward by Mecha into the chest of Pavlovic. Tries to play the 1-2. Here is Pavlovic, Weerts, Havertz. They're all having a little 1-2 football, one-touch football. Turning it into a bit of a training session, I think it's fair to say. Here is Kimmich now. Under pressure. They can't really certainly give any disrespect to Curacao, because they've come here, they've got the equalising goal, and although they never really looked like they were going to take the lead, they certainly held Germany for quite a while at 1-1. Up until, of course, 6 minutes before the break, when Slotterbeck found a way through. Here is Sané playing the 1-2 with Pavlovic now. Walking pace football from Germany. Slotterbeck out to this near side to Weerts. Looking to take on 1v1 here against Florenus. Plays the 1-2. In the end it's nicked off his feet, and wanted a free kick, did Florian Weerts spot there, but referee decides against it. Holding his left ankle at the moment. Comenencia's the man who put the challenge in. His football for Zurich in Switzerland, does Comenencia. He actually had a spell in the Juventus under-23 side as well, after he joined from PSV. A little bit of a journey for him. Certainly got a real piece of the journey to tell his family, hasn't he, after that goal against Germany. And what is Curaçao's first ever time in this tournament. As ball goes back to Room in the Curacao goal. Clears it forward. Now Jonathan Tah will collect it inside the centre circle. Rolls it into the feet of Pavlovic. Pavlovic back to Kimmich. Kimmich first time ball down the right hand channel. Looking to get Musiala on the ball. Can he get there? No, he can't. Good defending in the end by Curacao. Back to the goalkeeper Room it goes. Hooks it high. Towards the halfway line, but it doesn't reach there. Instead, here is Jonathan Tah. Slotterbeck out to the left hand side. Chance for Weerts to try and run past the challenges, plays a 1-2 with Havertz, but doesn't quite come to fruition. And now Curacao will have the ball out to the left-hand side. Here's Lacadia now, holding the ball up, rolls it out to the left, bit of space here for Fonville. He plays it into Chong. Chong's got two German players for company. Then in the end, it's really good tracking back by Musiala for Germany there to win it back. Here is Jonathan Tah, gliding forward. The right-footed side pass out to the left-hand side to Pavlovic, who's on this near side now, into Wirtz. Only just knocking the ball around comfortably inside the centre circle at the moment, and that's a lovely clip pass by Pavlovic out to that far right-hand side. Here is Kimmich, playing them 1-2 with Sané. Sané plays it back, and Havertz tried to play with him, and then in the end it's gone out for a throw to Germany, which is taken quickly. Musiala down to Kimmich, right by the corner flag on this far right-hand side. The German captain does well though, gets out of the difficult situation he found himself in. Three Curacao players around him, but had the experience to see them off. Here is Jonathan Tah. There's the ball through, a chance for Sané, and out comes Room in the nick of time. It was a lovely little side roll pass there. Slipped in the German, but out came Room, give him credit, and he bowled himself on the ball and held on to it well, did the Curacao goalkeeper. Have to give him credit there, as Leroy Sané, all for a moment, looked like he might just get there, but it wasn't to be. And we have now hit the hour mark here in Texas. You're listening to independent studio based off tube commentary of this Group E fixture. It is Germany 3, or Germany 4 should I say, Curacao 1. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster, or of course you can follow the match on your local regional national TV broadcaster. So Curacao will have a free kick here. It's midway point of the German half and a chance to get the ball into the box. What can they make of this? Going to be flicked into the area. Slotterbeck's up there. Oh, Havertz beat him to it actually, headed it forward. And now the ball will go into Wirtz, and now Germany can move forward, can they? It's a great tackle. Really good challenge there to win it back. It was put his right foot through the ball. The Curacao man, Florenus, and in the end Lacadia's just won his side a free kick there. He held it up well, Lacadia there, who's been hustled and bustled, and did really well, has to be said, to keep himself away from that challenge. Jurgen Lacadia, who joined Brighton from PSV for 15 million at one point in his career. He looked set for a really interesting career, didn't he? But since then it just didn't work out. He's played in Iran, China and Spain since then. It's Lacadia, but it's a chance for a free kick here. Lacadia is going to be ready to get onto this one. So it's 2 yards outside the German penalty area on that far left-hand side. Chance for the ball to be clipped in right-footed by Comenencia. In it goes. Header! Oh! Just over the bar. Not far away at all there from Leandro Bacuna. Just a deft little flick it was from the Curacao captain. Just flicked it so nonchalantly there, and it floats over the crossbar. 34 years of age now, Leandro Bacuna, once of course Aston Villa all that time ago, wasn't he? And we've seen it again, it just wouldn't come down for him, and the ball went over the bar. In the meantime, Germany could have a chance to make it 5. Oh, and it's put wide by Leroy Sané. What a chance there. It was a lovely flick over the back of the Curacao defence. Leroy Sané, he's completely in, he takes control of the ball, he beats the offside trap, or does he? Well, Jonathan Tah it was who flicked the ball over the defence, takes control of it, lovely touch with his left foot, one touch, waits for the keeper to come out, hits it on the half volley with his left foot, but the ball goes wide of the far left hand post. Just teed it up for himself, Leroy Sané, but just couldn't hit the target. Otherwise it would have been Germany 5, Curacao 1. And here is Sané again, trying to take on Fonville, but couldn't get past him that time. And the ball rolls out for a throw-in. It'll be interesting to see whether Nagelsmann will make any changes. And just as I say that, he's going to make a change. And would you believe it, I think it's going to be, is it going to be Sané? No, it's going to be Musiala. So Undav it is that comes on, and well, what a season he has had. Undav, 19 league goals for Stuttgart. He's got 2 goals and an assist in the 4-0 friendly win over Finland. A great moment for him to come on this stage and show what he can do. In the meantime, Margathia looks like he's coming on. Yael Margathia is a creative winger with sharp acceleration. Got 12 assists and 7 goals for Bevan in their promotion to the Belgian League last season. So he is on to try and add a little bit of flair, and he's on for Lacadia. So Lacadia is off, Margathia is on, and straight away he's trying to get in the thick of the action. That's good goalkeeping there by Manuel Neuer. In the meantime, here's Antonissi. Lost control of the ball, back to Tahith Chong. Antonissi again trying to play the 1-2 there. Unable to do so though for the moment. And Germany clear it away. And now they have it again on this right hand side. Still trying to find the kind of pass, or just a concrete pass for Arenas there, but unable to do so. Arenas has made another brilliant run. Ball is clipped in, real chance there. Slotterbeck gets to it. Beautiful ball by Leandro Bacuna with his right foot, just flung it into the box from the right hand side there. But Germany do well and clear it away. And Undav has just come on. Looks like he's committed a foul there on Leandro Bacuna. So it will be a free kick. And chance for it's actually Leandro Bacuna's 73rd cap for his nation. Certainly doing his bit, but it's Undav. It will be a free kick then. Just curled into the box by Curacao. It's going to come back the right footed shot. Oh, no offside. No, it's offside. Bacuna puts the ball into the back of the net. Leandro, that is, from close range, and Curacao celebrate. Quite a few of the supporters, and now they've realised the goal will not stand. So, well, Germany cleared it away. Slotterbeck it was that headed it away. It was then punted back in towards the 6-yard box and then poked home by Leandro Bacuna, but he was in an offside position. So the goal doesn't stand, and it remains Germany 4, Curacao 1. As the ball goes back to Neuer, clears it forward, and now the ball is going to go all the way back to Curacao goalkeeper room. Clears it away. Slotterbeck picks it up, and now here come Germany. Tried to thread it through to Undav there. He almost got on the end of it there, and it looked like a free kick. Sané was claiming a foul there on the edge of the D. The referee is unmoved by that decision. Here is Jonathan Tah. Germany have it at the back now. Ball is flicked over to that right hand side, and now they'll try and shape it forward. And here is Havertz, who's dropped into the number 10 position now. Letting Undav have the number 9 position. Here he is, Undav flicks the ball, chance here, and it's another one for Germany! It's goal number 5! And it's punted home by Nathaniel Brown, the German fullback, with his right foot. Well, what a moment for him. And what a comfortable result this is now for Germany. It's their 5th goal, but it's his first goal, Nathaniel Brown, in a major tournament. Did score in a friendly international back in 2024. Well, what a lovely moment that was for him. The ball just sat up for him on the volley, right-footed, and he hits it into the far right corner from 6 yards out. He actually hit the ball into the ground for it to just make its way past room in the Curacao goal. And that is Germany 5, Curacao 1. And you feel like this still isn't over, really, is it? There could be more goals in this. But they are checking for a possible offside here against Nathaniel Brown. But I can tell you, VAR have checked it. It is onside. Nothing wrong with that. And Germany lead by 5 goals to 1. As we go for a hydration break. The second one of the afternoon, of course, in this Texas heat. And so, well, it's been a real comfortable setting for Germany now. They certainly made hard work of it. And give credit to Curacao. When Germany took the lead, you thought, especially after the first 6 minutes or so, they were just going to go through on a steam train and comfortably finish Curacao off. But give credit to Dick Advocate's men. They brought the game back to level terms with a fine strike from their midfielder, Kamenencia. And but then Germany did start to move through the gears. Schlotterbeck, of course, with a flick header, put Germany back in front by 2 goals to 1. Havertz then made it 3-1 from the spot just before the break. Musiala added further damage just a couple of minutes into the second half before Nathaniel Brown, after Undav had made or teed it up for Nathaniel Brown. It's just a lovely deft flick it was from Undav into his path, and Nathaniel Brown, just seeing it again, left side of the area, hits it on the volley, right-footed, 6 yards out. And despite the ball hitting the turf, it ends up in the far right-hand corner. And that is the 5 goals that Germany have scored. But it was just such a lovely flick. It was with his back heel as well. So intelligent there from the German striker. Undav, as mentioned, he's had a wonderful season with Stuttgart. And burying 19 goals in the league. Actually, it's not his best ever total, though. He did get 26 for Union SG when he was playing his football in Belgium back in the 21-22 campaign. Turns 30 in next month, actually, Dennis Undav. He can be credited with the assist, that's for sure. And the hydration break is almost over now. We've played 71 minutes here. Looks like there's going to be a few substitutions too, as expected. Goretzka, I can see in front of me here, just queuing up. Looks like quite a couple of German players, could be 3 in total actually, that are ready to hit the field. Of course, they have already made the one change. It's going to be Rome, and I think Rome's coming on as well. So Rudiger, Antonio Rudiger, the Real Madrid centre-back, is on. And Goretzka looks like the next one to come on, and I think it's going to be, let's just have a look who's coming on in his place. Well, we'll keep you up to date with that in a few moments or so. I think it's going to be the man who's just scored, Brown. So Goretzka is on for Brown. Rudiger on for Tar. Goretzka on for Pavlovic, should I say, and Raum is on for Brown. So straight swaps really in terms of their positions. Freshen things up for Germany. And we are now 5-1 to the good. As Tahi Chong just goes down. That'll be a free kick to Curacao. As time looks to tick on. Yeah, in Texas. If you have just tuned in, you are listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this Group E fixture. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster. And of course you can follow the match on your local, regional or national TV broadcaster. As Germany will have possession. Here is Raum on the ball. The Leipzig man trying to get past there, but unable to do so. As David Raum, 3 goals and 7 assists. His league club last season. He actually booked in the win over USA. Here come Curacao then, coming forward down the right hand side. Is Florenos, hits the ball long, looking for the flick on there. Chong's trying to pick up the pieces. Antonissi, unable to do so though. Now they have it on the right hand side. A chance for a run here possibly. Malgathia trying to make things happen. Unable to do so there. Now Antonissi, 2 substitutes combining there for Curacao. Now they'll have it at the back here. Shape of Bazua. Out to the right hand side. Is he going to keep it in? Bakuna, he is. He rolls it down the line. Here's Chong now. Run at 2 German defenders. Can he get past them? He can. He's in the area. Gets a left-footed cross into the box, but nobody gambled. And you can see the frustration from Tahi Chong. He did all the hard work there. Beat 2 German players all ends up. He did. Got inside the area. Curled the left foot cross, but there was no Curacao player ready to take the gamble. Which, will be disappointed by, I'm sure. Here is Rudiger for Germany. Oh, he's giving the ball away. Curacao now on the attack down the left hand side. Plays it in. Here's a chance now into the box. Right footed shot. Oh, just over the bar. Well, that was a real chance there. It was Malgathia, the man who came on at half time. Great bit of skill. Gone into the area down the left hand side, curled it right footed, and the ball inches over the crossbar there. Not far away at all, has to be said. Seen it again, beautiful curling shot. Well, he is a creative winger with a good acceleration. Certainly saw that there in abundance. And there is Schlotterbeck for Germany. 15 minutes remaining. Germany 5, Curacao 1. This Group E fixture. There's the ball. Chance here for Undav. Gets the ball into the box. A real opportunity. Ball's flicked in. Is Undav going to get there? He's not. It came out to the right hand side there. And it was flicked high by Zane. It's in the end, Undav just couldn't quite get his head onto the ball. And give credit to Raum, who caught it well. Here comes Germany now on the attack. Here is Zane on the ball down this far right hand side with the left foot. Rolls it into another left footed player, Schlotterbeck. Into Pavlovic. Germany have it deep inside the Curacao half. They're operating very close towards the edge of the D in a central position. Zane comes away with it. Now he rolls it in to Havertz. Havertz plays the 1-2. It's a good play by Germany. Havertz now down the left hand side. Low ball into the box. They're queuing up. A real chance here. Rolls the ball back in there. It's 6 for Germany. And it's Undav with the goal. The man who just cannot stop scoring at the moment. Smashes it into the back of the net from close range. Dennis Undav scored 2 in the 4-0 win over Finland for Germany. And as mentioned, a glut of goals in the league for Stuttgart. Has only gone and added another one here. And A great finish, couldn't miss. Good, the German striker. Well, it was a lovely piece of football, and then Kai Havertz got to the byline, low ball with his left foot across the 18, across the 6-yard area, and Curacao didn't clear it. And then there was Undav, edge of the 6-yard area, to smash it home with his right foot. He couldn't miss really. There was 2 Curacao players on the line, they couldn't stop it. And Undav blasts it home, and Germany have goal number 6. Germany 6, Curacao 1, 12 minutes remaining. And you have to say really it's probably a bit hard done by Curacao, especially for their first half efforts. Second half, maybe you could say that Germany have just upped the ante really. I'm sure that would have been the words from Nagelsmann at half time. And now they're taking no stopping, and here they come again for number 7. There's the ball into the box, it's cleared away just in the nick of time, and it had to be. It's still not over yet, and now Curacao will come away with the ball, and a chance for the substitute to try and go on a run. He's unable to do so. It's good defending by Germany there. It was Mark Arthur trying to get his way past, but unable to do so. And in the end, the ball will go out for a throw, so Germany will have a throw. Well, he's got 7 goals in his last 7 caps for Germany, Dennis Undav. And he could be one to watch, couldn't he, at this tournament. Here is Slotterbeck. Rolls it back to Rudiger for Germany. Towards the halfway line. He was actually unused substitute for the friendlies with Antonio Rudiger. His last appearance was the 1-0 win over Sevilla in a Real Madrid shirt. Here he is again, into Schlotterbeck. Germany rolling the ball around the halfway line very comfortably. No pressure from Curacao at the moment. You would feel the confidence has been dragged out of them now, wouldn't you? Here is Kimmich now. Back into Rudiger. Out to the left to Schlotterbeck. Now to Rudiger, who's going to have to play it back to his goalkeeper. Has the foot on the ball. And then he rolls it out to the left-hand side. So 10 minutes remaining here of this Group E fixture. Germany 6, Curacao 1. Curacao will come forward. It's the highest scoring total of this tournament so far, or it will be for certain. 7 goals in 1 game, as here come Germany now, driving forward. Here's Goretzka, out to the right hand side to Sané, takes on his man, gets into the penalty area, gets the cross in, and that will be a corner. Well, he has struggled at times, Sané. Give credit to Fonville, he really has kept him at bay at times. That's the Curacao full-back. Sané did get the better of him there, down the right-hand side, and Fonville deflects it behind for a corner. So a real chance here to get the ball into the box. What can Germany make of this? Can they get goal number 7? It's going to be Rome to take the corner from the far right-hand side with his left foot. What kind of delivery can he possess? Germany got plenty of players in there. Schlotterbeck's in there as well. There it goes, over everybody's head. And it's going to go out for a goal kick to the relief, I'm sure, of Room in the Curacao goal. That's Goretzka, experienced midfielder now, isn't he? 8th season with Bayern. Goretzka. As Curacao are about to make a change, and Chong is going to be coming off the field here. And on in his place, we will soon confirm. I believe it's going to be Castania. So Gavan Castania, the 30-year-old striker, comes on. And Germany also making a change. Captain Kimmich comes off, and on in his place by the looks of it. He's Anton. So Germany making their change as well. Anton is on the field. Valdemar Anton, 29 years of age, the Dortmund centre-back, still a real breakthrough for the Dortmund setup he was this season. Played 29 minutes of the 2-1 win over America. Now he's got a bit more to jump at. Big moment, of course, for a few of these players who in their first ever major tournament. As Curacao almost got into a bit of pickle there, but they come away with the ball. And here comes Curacao again. The ball is flicked forward towards the centre circle. It's a nice little drive forward there towards the German defence. And here comes Curacao now attacking. Here's Morris on the left-hand side, gets the cross in. That'll be a corner. Really good attacking play there. Margothia it was. The left winger again, trying to cause some trouble for Anton, who just come on. Got the ball inside, across the 6-yard area. Eventually, it is cleared away. It's a real chance here, once again, to get the ball into the box here, Curacao. Can they get another goal to go to the collection? Wouldn't that be nice? Schlotterbeck heads it clear. Not for Germany, of course, they won't want that, but for Curacao, they've already had a magic moment. What's the saying? They can't get another one. But in the meantime, Germany will come forward. Here is Kai Havertz holding the ball up under pressure, but he rolls it all the way back to Rudiger in the central position for Germany. He pokes it out to the right-hand side, coming forward again. Also the 1-2 play. Zani tries to turn on it. Pokes it out to the left-hand side. Germany coming forward. They've got Raum on the left if they need him on this near side, which they will use. Here is Raum. Plays it to Schlotterbeck. Back to Raum. Lovely play. Raum inside the area. Left-footed shot. Oh, saved at the near post with his legs and up in the air and caught well by Raum. That could have gone absolutely anywhere there. Just flicked his right boot out. Flicked it up in the air, did Eloy Raum. But he managed to catch it at the second attempt. Did the Curacao goalkeeper. And I'm sure he'll be relieved by that. Wouldn't want to concede another one. We've got 5 minutes remaining here. You have just tuned in, you are late to the party. You are listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this Group E fixture between Germany and Curacao. Where it is the Germans that lead by 6 goals to 1 after a, fair to say, a bit of a troublesome waters in the opening stages. After going in front, they let their lead slip, but they're now very comfortably. We're going to take 3 points in this one. In the meantime, Curacao supporters will be just full of joy, won't they, that they even got a goal, really. A wonderful moment for them. And was, of course, the biggest national tournament in the world. Here's Rudiger. And they're in it for the first time. Rudiger flicks the ball over the back of the Curacao defence, but nobody making a run on that occasion. So Raum will collect it. And we'll wait for Kai Havertz to come to him. And then pick the ball up and roll it out to the left-hand side. Curacao to drive the ball forward. And there it is. Still trying to force it away in the end. There's Rudiger. That's gone out for a throw-in, so Curacao will have a throw on this far left-hand side. And they'll just be knocking the ball around now and seeing whether they can get any kind of joy. Just going to enjoy themselves, I think, aren't they? Last 3 minutes. They're on this stage, of course, for the first time in their history, and At one stage they were level pegging, but Germany have got a chance for 7. Here's Kai Havertz into the area, flicks it over the goalkeeper, and it's 7 for Germany. 7, Kai Havertz. The number he has on the shirt is the number that Germany lead by now. And well, Curacao, I was just saying they were enjoying themselves, maybe a little bit too much there, pushed forward, got caught out, and when you give Kai Havertz the kind of room, he will punish you, and that's exactly what he did there. The Arsenal man goes through on goal, left side of the area, waits for room to come out and flicks it over him beautifully with his left foot. Into the far right corner he goes. And well, that you feel will be that now. He got through the 2 Curacao defenders, waited for room to come out, and that is an accomplished finish there by the Arsenal striker into the back of the net. Beautifully taken by Kai Havertz. And Germany lead by 7 goals to 1 here, with just a minute remaining now. And well, give credit to Curacao. They have come here and they have certainly tried. They've had a go, but and at one time, of course, they were in the game, weren't they? But there was always a real big ask for them to take anything from this one. As here is Round now, it could get worse. Round flicks the ball into the box. It could have been 8 there, but Curacao did well and defend it. And it's cleared away. And well, still Curacao have the ball. Not able to keep it though, again, which is been a problem there. It's wasn't to be. And Germany again taking the ball with Goretzka, but his ball is flicked over the top. So we are now in first half stoppage time. Should I say second half stoppage time, the end of this game. Getting a little excited myself there. Germany 7, Curacao 1. Although, to be fair, as much as I'd love to continue watching this, it's not really, it's a bit painful watching for Curacao, isn't it? And that's not, of course, what we want. Love to see a game of football, love to see 2 teams at it, giving it everything they've got. And you've got to say, in the Texas heat, they have certainly done that. Curacao, with the players they might have on their side, they have certainly tried their absolute mighty best, and they haven't finished yet. They're still going, even though they might be 7-1 down. They've got the ball midway point of the German half. Here is Janino Bacuna, tried to poke it through, almost there, ended up the edge of the D, but Germany just about see to it. And here is Manuel Neuer, who it's fair to say has been a spectator in this second half. First half he certainly wasn't, but second half he's hardly touched the ball, and that's what of course Germany would have wanted. And there was noises made that it had to be nothing short of a comfortable victory for Germany, and Nagelsmann's side have certainly delivered that in the end, although a faltering start. But here you go, Curacao again, trying to brush their way past. Here's Rudiger, pokes it out for a throw-in. And it will be a throw-in to Curacao on this far left-hand side, just shy of the corner flag. Chance to get the ball into the box. Germany got everybody back now. Walking pace for them, but the ball is flicked into the box. Slotterbeck volleys it clear. Manu, of course, got the second goal for Germany. Probably put a bit of relief on the German supporters and players' faces as he regained the lead for Germany. In terms of the scoreline of this one, Germany 7, Curacao 1. It's not a record in terms of a margin of victory in this competition. We've still got some to go, and of course Germany were on the end of a incredibly defeat, weren't they, back in 2014? And they lost to Brazil by that margin. And they would want to forget that, of course. Here's Goretzka. He's out to the right-hand side. So that was a semi-final of that competition. But here come Germany now, coming round. Here is Goretzka driving forward now. Waiting for the support. Havertz again made a brilliant run through. Well, we're in the 3rd minute of the 5 added on. Here is Pavlovic out to the right-hand side. Kimmich tries to play the ball inside to Goretzka. Made a brilliant run on the edge of the D. Here comes Germany again, though. They want 8. Goretzka still trying to get in there. He's on the penalty spot. He can't poke the ball towards goal. And in the end, Curacao clear it away. But here comes Germany again. Here is Pavlovic trying to play the ball into Goretzka. He goes down looking for the free kick. Referee has given it, has he? He has. He has given it, so there might well be a final opportunity for an 8th goal for Germany here. Let's have a look at this. It was Pavlovic who took the full force of the Curacao goal scorer, Kamenencia. Real chance here. David Rao might fancy this one. 20 yards out from the Curacao goal in the central position. They've got a 4-man wall at the moment, the blue shirts. And Rube is trying to tell his wall where he wants him, or wants them, should I say. An opportunity here for Germany to get number 8. And it would be a fine start for Julian Nagelsmann's men. It's a little bit further out, actually. Referee's just pushed the ball back 25 yards out from the Curacao goal, but David Raum is the man standing over it, so is Leroy Sané. Who will fancy this one? Florian Wirtz is also there now. Who's going to have a crack at this one? You would think it's going to be David Raum. He can hit them with the left foot. Oh, he does. Goes for the dink over the line. The header comes back to Goretzka. Oh, he can't quite volley it towards goal. Still not away. Anton clips the ball high and it goes over everybody's head and out for a goal kick. And that, you feel, will be that now. And that's it. It's all over. The referee has called time. It's finished here. Germany 7, Curacao 1. Well, Germany took the lead and then were given a scare as Curacao went back on level terms to make it 1-1, but Germany soon got their groove going, and 2 more goals in the first half meant they led by 3-1 going in at the break. A 4th one just minutes after the interval, and then 5, 6 and 7 followed, and that is the final score of this opening Group E fixture. Germany 7, Curacao 1. I hope you've enjoyed listening to us tonight, and a very good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning to you all. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth